Now, the Simply Succulents, let's just show you in the mini catalogue. It's on page 39. I really do think this is one of the underrated sets in this catalogue. I recently taught this at a team. Hi Lynette, how are you? I'm just saying that the weather is so atrocious out there. I'm just worried that we're going to be cut off completely. I just wanted to share tonight a Simply Succulents set which I absolutely adore. I love what you can do with this, and I really do think a lot of people have overlooked it, but I just want to share it with you tonight. And this is the stamp set. Beautiful. Now I just love this pot, and you can colour these succulents in any sorts of colours that you want. They don't have to be greens, they can be pinks. And I'll just show you something that I do when I have got something that is realistic that I want to colour, and I want to just double check that what I've got is, or what colour I'm going to colour it, is going to be sort of fairly realistic. This is something that I usually do. I bring it up on my computer and I look at the colours, and I just printed this one out to share with you at all these amazing beautiful colours that you can use in the succulents. So it definitely isn't limited to just greens. The other amazing thing that comes with this set is the dies, and I have printed these out. So not only do you get the dies for the stamps, so just to show you, that is for this beautiful bouquet, and the little succulents, you get one for the pot, but you also get some labels, and you get this beautiful full A4 die cut piece here to go over your card, which is absolutely fantastic. And I did have some samples here to show you, and they have dropped off the desk. I do apologise. I'll see if I can grab them later to have a look, but let's get on with this. To start off with, I am going to be showing you, this is one I've done ahead of time, and this is in Petal Pink, and we're going to be doing the succulents and using the watercoloured pencils, and I'm going to show you how to make this really quick gift bag. And it comes with a little gift card that I created to go with it. Kind people are my kind of people, so perfect for that little gift. Okay, so I have got the cardstock here, and I'm going to use grey granite for this one, and I've already cut it out, but just to tell you that it's 15.25 by 29.5, which is the whole width of your A4 piece of paper. And if you wanted that in inches, that is 6 by 11 and 6/8. And then on the long side, I've cut it at 7, 14, 21 and 28, and on the short side 4 centimeters. And in inches it's 2 3/4, 5 1/2, 8 1/4 and 11, and then also at 1.5. So that's where the scoring occurs, and I have gone ahead and I have used my bone folder to give them a good creasing. Now the other thing that you need to do, up to the line that you have scored here, you cut up to there. With the little tab at the side, you just cut that off and mitre that piece there. Now I have mitred the first panel and the next alternate panel, and you'll see why when we start putting it together. But firstly, we're going to add some stamps to this. I wanted to just create a background, so I have used the large stamp in this set and the grey granite, and I am just randomly, as I always say, going to stamp some images on here. So you can just put them however you like, just filling in the spaces. So I hope everyone is well. We are in level 3 here in Auckland, where I live, Auckland, New Zealand. We've had a couple of community cases, and we have just been in lockdown just to be safe. Not too worried about these panels underneath because of course they will be under the bag, and I'll just put one in there. So just covering all the space really. Okay, let's pop that to one side. Now let's get this made. So as I said, I have already creased this, and I am going to bring this in. So this panel will go here inside to adhere to there. Then the mitered pieces will go inside and the square flaps will go on the outside. So I'm going to pop some tape on here. I do find you can use glue or you can use whatever your adhesive of choice is, but I must admit I find that the tape for this sort of thing is perfect to really give good strength on your project. So just making sure when you put it together that you put your tape etc on the right pieces on the inside. We're going to do that. I have done that before, put tape in the wrong place, very frustrating. Don't know if anyone else has done that. Now we're up to March, sadly. Celebration is now finished, but lots of exciting things ahead. I must admit there's a gorgeous butterfly bouquet being released. Absolutely stunning. I've seen some beautiful, beautiful projects made with that. Now let me just turn that over. So I do find this very handy for lifting tape, I must admit. And this one. So as I say, we're in level 3. We had a community case, which is always a bit of a shock for us to go back into lockdown. But I'd rather we be safe, I must admit. Just make sure I get that right up to the edge. And then I'm going to pop the mitered pieces inside, and I will pop that one first, and then that one, and I'll just press down in the middle. Hi Nicolette, how are you? I suppose you at work. Thank you. Yes, I was just saying I'm sort of a bit worried. The weather is so bad. I'm just a little bit worried that we'll lose power or something like that. We tend to out here. So I'm hoping that I will be able to complete my live before anything like that. Plus the netball's on, so got to watch that as well. Now with your box, really simple to get to the next stage. You just take the two sides and you just, you'll be impressed with this Nicolette, the 3D project. Nicolette loves 3D projects. We're just going to press that into the middle, and you have your little bag. Now we're going to clamp that together in a moment, but let's get the rest of the decorations to go on the front of this. Now I have pre-stamped and die cut some of these things, so I'll just show you. This is the pot, and I've stamped and die cut that out of crumb cake, and I am just going to use some early espresso to just give that a little bit of shading. Just really gives that realistic look, I find. So a little bit around the bottom and a bit around there. I'll leave that bit there lighter because that is where the sun is shining. There we go. Really quick, easy way just to give a bit of depth to your pot. And the other thing that I want to pop those over there so they don't get messy. I have cut this out of Old Olive, and I'm just going to add a little bit of Blackberry Bliss to the tips for this. Yes, I know. Yes, you have rubbed off on me, Nicolette. You have indeed. As Nicolette knows, I'm not a keen 3D crafter, but I do it on occasion. So it does make it very special when I do. So I'm just adding a bit of Blackberry Bliss to the end of these. I would say with the succulents, there'd be some clever people out there, I'm sure, that have made some beautiful 3D projects. I haven't seen them yet, but I am absolutely sure that there has been. Okay, so the next thing, just wanted to stamp with some Stays On, the succulents, and I'm just going to show you how to colour them. Oh, you love 3D, Lynette. Oh, I'll have to remember that. I will have to try to do more then. I just don't have, I suppose you know what it is, it's just the confidence of doing it. I think it is like anything, like when you first start card making or scrapbooking, it is confidence, isn't it, in what you're doing. And I have practiced this a little bit because, as I said, I've taught it recently at a gathering that we had with other demonstrators, and I feel a little bit more confident with this. Now I have got my pencils out again, so these just add the most beautiful in-depth colour on this. I am using a Granny Apple Green, and I am colouring in just the centre really. I'm just leaving the tips because I'm going to use, whoops, I went over a bit, but that doesn't matter because they will get die cut out. Now, I love watching what happens when you use, go on, confess you love it really. Well, no, no, as I said, it's confidence really. It's just a confidence thing. Right, adding a bit, and look at that. Isn't that incredible? Just when you add a bit of water with those pencils, the colour just becomes so vibrant. I just really, really love the effect of the watercolour pencils. I think I did a video recently where I brought them out because I had forgotten them, and they're really making a comeback for me at the moment. And now I'm just going to go in and add a little bit of pink on the tips of that. Now I will add, I did have Blackberry Bliss to add to the edges, which I'll show you the completed one, only because I would actually wait until the green has dried before I would then go back and add that. So I don't want to, but I'll show you what the effect is like. So same thing, going in with the pencil and just activating the pink and blending it in with the green. Because as you saw from the photo that I had somewhere, they come in these beautiful vibrant pinks and purples and greens and blues. So you can just use whatever sort of colours that you want. Let me have a look. Where is my picture gone? There we go. So as you can see, it's got lots of pinks and blues, oranges, yellows. Fantastic. Okay, so something I prepared earlier, as they say. So these are the ones, and I've gone in with a little bit of the Blackberry Bliss watercolour pencil and just added a bit of shading into there as well, just to give it a bit more depth. Okay, so let's start putting some of these things on our box, on our bag. Okay, So I will pop this guy up on some dimensionals, just assuming, of course, that a pot is masculine. I'll just put a couple on. Actually, put another one down the bottom, I think. Okay. This pot is just beautiful. I will grab, actually, while I'm just there, just a couple of cards that I will show you in a moment. Right, so underneath I'm going to just glue this piece, but just at the bottom. Oh, thank you. I love a bit of colouring. I'll just get a glue that's actually open, I think. And pop that in. I might lift that a little bit. I had to remove something on something I was creating today. Lifted it up and re-put it down. And as I was doing it, it lifted a bit of the paper up from underneath. And I thought to myself, oh my goodness, if some people deconstructed the cards we made, they would get such a fright really to see what's actually underneath some of these cards when we have layered them and taken them off because we haven't done something right and put it back together again. Okay. So I'm then going to add this guy. So I'm just going to make sure I don't need to put a dimensional where the pot is because that's already up. So I'm just going to put one at the top. Oh, thank you, Connie. Whoops. This, yeah, I love the colouring and the things you can do with this set. I have used the pot for other things as well. It's a good sized pot actually. Okay, let's put that guy there. Now for the thanks, what I have done is just already pre-white embossed it. Put that over there. And I'm just going to do one of my favourite things to do at the moment is just fussy cut around the letters. I really, really do like that effect and find it really does make the word stand out. It's like giving it a little colour background, isn't it, in the shape of the letters. Okay. And I will get some small dimensionals to pop on the back of that. Oops, there we go. I'm going to pop that along the top. Actually, see, I didn't listen to what I was saying before. I don't need one down that end. I just need to put a bit of glue there because I'm going to have it half on and half off. And then it helps to take the backing off your dimensional, otherwise it won't stick. There we go. So we're coming along now. So for my top, I'm actually going to use one of the clips. Hi Helen. Well, you don't need to watch today because you've seen this already. I'm going to use some of these clips called Clever Clasps. They come in silver and gold. So let's just see if I've got a silver one in there. No, I've only got gold left. And I'm going to tie a bow with some of this beautiful ribbon. This is the Blackberry Bliss ribbon. And just going to tie simple bow. Now you can tie the ribbon right around the front, but I thought these clasps would be perfect. Just an easy way to shut the top of the bag, and that is very uneven. I'm going to do that again. One long tail and one short tail. So far the rain stopped actually, which is lucky. I thought it was so loud before, I thought you wouldn't be able to hear me actually. And I've done it again. Then mine's going to have to be a short ribbon on this occasion. Okay. Oh, yours is on display. Have you got any yummies in it yet? Okay. So, with the clasp, super easy. Just going to pop that onto there, and that will keep your bag closed. And of course, a bag has, even if it's a bag, it still has to have some bling, which I won't put on right at this moment because I'm going to show you one that I've already done ahead of time instead of gluing these and popping. These are quite fiddly. These are beautiful though. These are the Forever Season Gems. These are made out of glass, and there's clear, and there is this gorgeous green coloured version as well, which doesn't look that green actually, but I just really think they look beautiful. And so this one I've done a lot paler to show you what it was like a little paler, and this is the pink one. So you have all three there, and of course there are the gift cards that I have made to go with them, which it would be really, really fantastic for someone. Now just a couple of other cards. This is something that was designed by Christine McNichol, another demonstrator here. This is using the one big die that I was telling you about with a watercolor background and just adding some extra pieces underneath there and some of this Pool Party Share ribbon. Yes, thank you. I was being effective, Helen. I had lots of kits left over. And then another card I made, and this card I actually really, really like because it really shows you the versatility of this suite. I feel it's soft, and it's you know, more like a bouquet of flowers, watercolored, and I've used the big background piece and I've cut it down to add to the background. I have blended some colors on the watercolor here and offered some shading and used these gorgeous pots. So I really, really like how this highlights the versatility of the set. I do have some other cards, but I will put them up online to show you. This is one that I have demonstrated, so I do have a few samples, but I just wanted to show you those two along with these gorgeous little gift bags. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are inspired to get this suite, and I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I will catch you again next Wednesday. Take care. Bye.